He's basically exactly the same, but if he did 0 damage, and his attacks were easy to see. I would like to have a tower shield in this boss.
Oh, hey, there's a phantom here with a mimic helmet.
Yeah,
How do you get the mimic helmet?
extremely rare drop from mimics.
Oh,
Although I think it actually might be guaranteed in this game. Crap. I don't kill the dumb dogs.
at least you have a couple seconds before the rat drops down.
I need to get some distance to heal.
I'm so happy I finally got my forlorn armor. Now I just need my smelter demon helmet and I will be complete.
Oh, they toxic you. I thought they petrified you. Toxic is not much better though. I'm dead.
Why are you toxic?
No, Zarp, I won't say it. The only bosses in the remake I saw were Allant and Penetrator, and Penetrator looked pretty bad too. Like he just seemed slow.
Uh, I watched Oni play a bit of Demon Souls. Why did they give the demons nipples and nipple piercings?
Yeah, make him scary. Nipple piercings are scary. Fire arrows probably kill us
They
though.
make me scared, but for a completely different reason. But
Oh.
from the ones I've seen, Maneater definitely got hit the worst.
His redesign's really bad. Yeah, I don't know how the boss fight is. Okay, once the dogs are dead, this is just Sif a second time.
Actually, I'm curious what Miyazaki thinks of the Demon Souls remake.
Okay, I need a different weapon other than this lance, but I shouldn't have used the lance. I think you can't block that attack. Okay, you can, it just has a really fucked up hitbox. Can you use a different attack? Do a fucking swipe already so I can heal. I actually never noticed that when you get this boss almost dead, he starts limping.
Oh, Sif does the same thing, doesn't he?
Yeah, he really is just Sif a second time. Yeah. Gurm stuff going. Okay. Oh, I didn't talk to the rat after the boss, so that he can tell me I'm cool.
Yeah, he actually didn't care at all that I killed his giant rat authority.
It ain't even a real rat. It looks like a giant dog. What's up, dude? It's a shame that if I want to actually farm like Gurm equipment, I have to leave the covenant.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's like a whopping one enemy I can actually kill.
Well, at least the option's always there if you wanted to farm it.
Actually, wait. He he gives you the great axe, right? If you buy enough from him.
Uh, Gavlin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The I think I found the Germax, the standard one, in the Doors of Pharaoh somewhere.
Yeah, I found that, but the great axe is the one you want. That's
Yeah.
where it's at.
I actually respect myself to get to 50 strength so I could use it.
Oh, it needs 50 strength to one hand?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. 75 strength to power stance. Out of the way, dwarf.
At least that means if there's any other 50 strength weapons I come across, I'll be able to use them.
Drop your helmet. And I want the dwarf helmet. Well, I think you still don't have enough strength for the smelter.
Oh, woe is me, I won't be able to use the smelter hammer. I think I just got the smelter's great swords just because I thought they looked cool.
Is this enough? Did I buy enough crap from you? And we will get more poison arrows.
At least I don't have to care about getting the forlorn weapons because they're not particularly good.
I'm probably not going to go up to 50 strength, but I can at least...
Like, the forlorn greatsword has this neat thing where the more hollowed you are, the more damage it does, but it's... When are you ever going to get a whole lot of use out of that?
have to intentionally hollow yourself a bunch.
Yeah, and then you can't invade anyone while you're hollow.
I think you can in this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
At least I feel like you. I don't know.
I mean, maybe if you use the red one?
Yeah, you can invade while hollow.
Hmm.
You can't summon people, but you can invade them. Oh, you can't be summoned as a blue phantom if you're hollow? That's dumb. Uh, Blue Phantom didn't even really work that well when the game first came out. They had to patch that repeatedly. I think they had to patch it repeatedly in 3 as well. Oh, that did way less damage than I figured it would. I figured it would kill him. I'll wait until I have a great bow. That guy's too annoying to kill because he just runs away too fast.
What guy?
Crystal Lizard there.
Oh.
Damn it. I was hoping that one of them would drop the helmet. That's what I want.
So, are we gonna head and try to do the gutter after this?
Yeah, might as
Then we can do Iron Keep whenever.
Well, Iron Keep will be the only thing left to do. We'll have no choice.
No, we're gonna kill the spider. It's just I was saying after. I mean, we don't really have a choice. We have to kill the spider.
Can you just drop your sign here? Okay, I'm ready.
All right, want me to go
Oh,
first?
wait, no, I'm not ready. You can put your sign down. But
Okay.
this time, we're switching it up, and I am in Galeb, god of disease.
God of Disease.
Yeah.
Uh, God of Disease. Okay. Okay, mine's right next to the bonfire.
Right, I forgot about this room. Ow. I'm over here now. Yeah, I wasn't even power stancing these. God, this thing's heavy as shit. That is respectable damage for being completely unupgraded. This was just a dumb thing to happen. No! I ran out of stamina because I'm an idiot.
Dang.
Oh well, I'll come back. Hey, let's whoop this dude's ass.
Oh, I can't actually help you here.
Nah. But they do like negative damage to each other, so there's no chance that one will kill the other.
Did you save your buddy Pate?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes the most sense to save him anyway, since he gives you his equipment.
And he gives you a really nice thing of equipment if you save him. The best armor in the game.
Really, the best?
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Not for like defense or anything, but because of like the bonus effect it has. Alright, no.
Does it continue that way, or?
Nah.
Oh, no. Okay.
Doesn't really matter which way we drop down. Ah, I think this is his house. You can't fool me. I'm too smart. Whoops. Too stupid, I hit the wrong button. These dudes with spiders on their back are like the worst enemy in the game.
Yeah, they are kind of weird.
since the spider acts independently of the body being staggered, and then they decided that this enemy type needed to come back in Bloodborne.
Really?
Yeah, you've got these guys with snakes growing out of their heads, and the snake will attack independently of the body.
Oh, you got a lever over here. I don't know what it does, though.
Oh, loot. I don't know how to get that. I just jump. Okay. It's an awkward jump. Visually awkward. Oh man, trash. Cool.
What'd you get?
Southern Ritual Band +1.
Oh, nice. For all those spells that you use.
I really like magic in this game, but this was not the time for magic. This game had stuff like Flash. No, it didn't have Flash. It had a Soul Greatsword. Flash Sword.
Zarp says he killed both of them.
Oh.
He's a monster.
Vice said he killed both of them.
Oh, Vice. Sorry.
Why would you kill both of them? Creighton was clearly in the wrong.
Yeah, sorry. I was
Yeah.
just glancing at chat.
Vice would never kill all of them. Did I miss something? Where's his house? I could have sworn it was over by here. Yeah, but Pate just gives you a shield. You don't have to kill him. You just have to talk to him in Earth and Peat. He's like, hey, dude, have my crap. Am I stupid or something?
I can't open this door.
What the?
There's a door, I had to break open this thing over here. It's through here.
Oh, right, here was. I walked past this thing like 3 times. Okay. Crap. Ow.
Ow! He nearly killed you.
See, this is the weirdest part about Pate's thing, is that he sets this trap up for you and then laughs about it, but every other time, he's kind of completely, open with you about everything. Okay. Best armor in the game. Rave guns. 1, they look cool, and 2, they randomly make your normal attacks crits.
Oh, that's neat.
Okay, now, where do we need to get to get to Ornament? I don't remember.
It's not this area, I don't think.
We fall, like, through a hole somewhere.
Do we have to go to the next area?
No, because... Yeah, that's just straight to the boss.
There's like a big area with like a quicksand pit, right?
Yes.
Do
Maybe.
do we have to go back up?
Can we go back? I don't think you can.
Oh, there's stairs in here. We may not have a choice but to go forward.
Maybe.
Because that just leads to the chest room. Hmm.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, no way back.
I forgot these things damage you and your armor.
I forgot to take off my armor. Oh, it doesn't damage you.
Oh, it doesn't? Oh.
It just damages you a little bit. But there was a titanite slab down there, so there was no options. There was no other way. He didn't fall down when you walked over to him, but the moment you walked away. Anyways, this is where you gotta get the pig to.
Oh, I see.
To those mushrooms. I'll do that after we kill the boss. It's locked.
Oh.
Ah! He's whooping our ass with the real weapon. Sick. That was well worth it. Peasant's trousers +5.
Damn.
Now we're talking. He didn't come down.
No. He's just chilling.
He got stuck in the wall. Try torch. No. Anything actually up there? I'll do the torch.
Nice.
But he's moving normally through the web. That's cheating.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, Vice. That's why I brought a torch with me. Just find any sick loot?
Not really. Sick loot was in that little rock area, that dame. All this has been kind of. It's mostly torches. It's like they're trying to hint at something here.
Yeah.
Simpleton Spice would be sick if I was using magic, but I'm not. This area is one of the only places where they did something really cool for New Game Plus, which is that the boss will actually show up as you're going through the area and attack you.
Oh.
And any damage you do to it will carry over to the boss fight.
That's neat.
Alright, it's time for everyone's favorite boss, Armor Spider. Oh wait, Armor Spider was another boss I saw for the Demon Souls remake. They ruined that boss too. The big explosion it did barely extends like halfway down the tunnel. Ow.
Ow.
Just gonna whip out a shield for this. Oh, you can't block that. I should have expected that, but I didn't. I think in New Game Plus, it's not possible to kill it without knocking off one of the heads.
Oh.
Like, it has too much health at that point. Alright, time to New Game Plus this so I can get the Moonlight Greatsword.
Oh, were there any NPCs involved with that boss?
No.
Okay.
There was an NPC you could summon, but he wasn't. Originally this is where Vengar was, instead of this dude who makes more sense to be here, because I don't know why Vengar would be here. Other than that, it's implied that this was the kingdom he was fighting for, I guess. Alright. I'll teleport back to the bonfire.
Alright.
Actually, wait, I want to unlock Ornifex first.
You might want to level up too.
Yeah, probably. I should put points into maybe. Yeah, screw it.
Alright, so will Dex affect my strength at all? Like, my damage?
Not unless the weapon scales with Dex,
Okay. Uh...
which for the Gurn axe is definitely. No, I'm pretty sure the greatsword does scale with Dex.
What does this skull mean on my status again? Is
I
that
don't know.
my petrified or no, I'm not petrified. Or cursed?
Oh, is it cursed? I don't know how you got cursed.
I think when I kicked open that door, it like sent me flying backwards. Oh, I did get hit by a farmer with a blackened weapon, yeah.
Okay.
How do I cure curse?
Uh, I don't remember what the items.
Oh, well, I'm not hollowed. That's weird. I don't know what the status is. I do not know what this has done to me. It doesn't seem like it affected my HP.
Oh no, it's the disgusting uh basilisk without the giant fake eyes. The freak.
Oh yeah, that one.
You just know that someone on the dev team was watching Dark Souls 2 PvP videos when they made this stupid fancy.
My soul memory is 1,000,000 something. 1,036,000.
Minus 754,000. So what can I... Oh, look, I can give Vice's weapon. I haven't used any of my consumable souls yet. Let's see. Garbage, 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 garbage. Alright, trash. All the way through. Straight has all the good weapons.
But yeah, I can't pop a human effigy because I'm human, but I still have that little status effect, like, right underneath my covenant mark. At least it looks like a skull. Resting at a bonfire doesn't get rid of it. Yeah, it's right under my covenant emblem.
How do I get into that room? That's where the bonfire is, but I can't remember how you actually get there.
Oh, okay. I see what it means now. Okay. It's just that we started using the new god on the engraved ring, and that's what the
Oh,
god.
you were right. That's the symbol for Caleb.
Right.
seriously do not. Oh, red crystal lizard. Where was my jumping attack? You caused this. Don't red crystal lizards explode on death?
Don't remember.
Ow. Alright, here we go. Is not where. Another chest. Yeah, I'm gonna get the pickaxe. I'll do it after we beat the boss with on. Yes, I don't remember how to get to the bonfire because I'm stupid. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do, which means I gotta go back up and figure out where I'm supposed to fall down. Because it's in here, you just can't open this door from the side. I have to fall down here? Yeah. Okay.
You all set?
This area has too many, like, places you can drop into, or you need to drop into, but you lose the ability to go back if you do it.
Mm.
Alright, let me get the ring on.
That's a bummer.
What did he fall? Did the item fall down?
Yeah.
Didn't on my screen.
I'm gonna drop down this way.
You need to do the thing here first.
Oh.
You should drop down that way though, because that's how you get to artifacts.
What misunderstanding could have caused this? Well, thank you. I owe you my life. My little pied à terre lies beyond here. You'll
Was
find
there
some
an
of my
item
treasures
this
there.
way?
Help yourself to those that suit you. Here, use this key. Be cautious on your travels. Be cautious.
Do you think I should go ahead and drop down this area first? So I don't get stuck?
Yeah.
Alright. If I set foot into the quicksand at all, will I just instantly die?
You die.
Oh, 'cause
You could either jump to here, or you can roll down here and get an item that's there. You can't do both though.
it's just that my item from the crystal lizard is close to the middle of the pit.
Oh, never mind. You went that way. I was gonna say there's 2 items over here you could have got.
Oh. Is my item just lost forever?
It probably is. Yeah.
That sucks.
Wait a second.
Yeah, you were gonna blow us up.
It's cool. Don't worry about it.
Hey! That's surprising. Hello, buddy. Goodbye.
He was really pissed off at me.
Seemed like it. Well, that'll get me the greatsword. So that thing over there explodes, right?
Yeah.
Does it explode upon... Oh. Another one.
Or not? Could have sworn they'd blow up. Did he drop anything?
No.
Go we meet again, kind traveller. This is my workshop. In your tongue, I believe I would be called a blacksmith. I create all manner of equipment. Using an ancient technique unique to my people. Normally I only cater to a very select few, but I have a debt to you. I will craft one thing of your choice. My wares are far from perfect. I am certainly please. I require no payment this time. You must bring me a wondrous sword. My technique absolutely requires it. I trust you will understand. The nature of an item is greatly influenced by the soul that was used to create it. They can be tricky to use, but when we
Can't remember what like actually cool boss weapons want to fix.
this
Makes
is what I meant by unique. These wares are not for use by ordinary folk.
Anyways, there's a chest over here.
It's hard
Okay.
to believe now, but this land
I'm just talking to her.
of flourishing
If you were a Dex boy, you could buy the Murakuma
To unlocking the essence of the soul.
device.
What a dazzling soul you surely have. Imagine what I might create with such a powerful soul. It is said a pale
Which honestly, I should have bought.
lived long,
I can.
long ago. We don't even know what exactly it was.
Technically, it's like Dex and Strength in either one, so
Strange.
I would have been perfect.
You humans are always this way. The way you glare at any unfamiliar creature. That mix of curiosity, fear, and revulsion. Oh, well, it hardly concerns me. The nature of a big.
I mean, to be fair, lady, in the first game, your kind tried to kill me.
Come again.
Awkward enemy placement aside, which Scholar mostly fixed. I like exploring the areas in Dark Souls 2 a lot more than 1. Kind of 3 for the most part. Not Demon Souls though. Demon Souls was the tippy top for area design.
Does not open from this side.
Yeah, you have to fall down there.
Dang, I can't get the item in there.
How you walked over this hill?
We're not stuck, are we?
No, I don't remember where you go from. Look, they can easily hand wave that spook by saying that Drangleic's not real anyways. It's basically another painted world.
Did I miss something?
Maybe you can't get out if that door's closed. No, that can't be true. Because that has a ladder to get out.
Oh wait,
Maybe...
there, up here.
Where?
Over here.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, yeah, there you go. Because technically with Drangleic, you don't actually go here. You, fall into a lake. And end up in some fucking stupid dragon world.
Looks like I'll need to go for this area multiple times to get everything.
There's a lot of you can only do this drop once. And you have to pick which fall you're going to do. Are you going to get Pate's thing?
Yeah, I'll do it. I was just exploring a bit.
No, I was just, which area of this area did you go to? Oh. Pate's house is well guarded.
Ow.
Yeah, no, I tried that too. You can't dodge it. You gotta try blocking. And then there's just nothing in that chest too. Well, to be fair, that wasn't what Pate was giving you. He was giving you the cool gauntlets.
Engraved gauntlets.
Can't see with this armor on.
So these have a random chance of giving you a crit?
Yeah.
Neat.
I like how they don't take damage from this until you get them moving. Also, one really nice thing is Dark Souls 2 was way more generous with Titanite slabs than 1 was. 3 was also more generous. 1 was just like, man, they don't want you getting it. Especially since one of them is tied behind doing Siegmeyer's quest the right way. And honestly, I think I only ever did his side quest once because it's a pain in the ass. Because I hate fighting those tube guys in Lost Izalith. I usually just ignored him at that point and just let him fucking die. I don't know how you open this door. I don't know how you get to this spot. Oh, I'm pretty sure the key that I got after I beat the boss opens that door.
Yeah.
Get your trousers. Why am I not wearing those trousers? Other than the fact that they suck, even at +5.
I don't think he dropped them.
Dang, you got dumpstered on.
Yeah, I sure did. Let me just inch over here. Please.
Guess I can use one of my rare butterflies as well. I mean, there's so many places in this game you can use it too. Although I guess having any is more than having none.
Mm-hmm.
Were there any dark areas in Dark Souls 3? I don't think there were.
That I don't
Maybe
know.
the fly room that Vice likes? I mean, one only had the tomb.
I still haven't played 3, so I don't really know anything about it.
Okay. I don't think 3 actually has an area that you would need to light the area with. Ow. I shouldn't have done that. Bloodborne, despite having multiple torches, doesn't either. Oh god.
No, Gandalf.
I threw the firebomb over the head of the enemy I was aiming at, at the guy behind. Uh,
What should I do? Do you want me to come
I'll
back?
just run over. I'm just gonna run over.
Okay.
I have a relatively close bonfire. Okay, this part that I just did, I shouldn't have done. I made a mistake.
What happened?
I was just running through the area and I forgot that there's a spider guy blocking the door.
Oh.
So now I have all the spiders after me, but he is still alive. This is still workable. We can still do this.
These spiders have some weird drops. Like, last time I got a Mastodon Greatsword, and now I just got a Bandit Axe.
Okay. We just had to give him the old runaround. Well, I mean, Dark Souls 2 has more actually dark areas than, like, 1 did, because 1 only had the tomb, and then... I could see using a torch for this area. Get out of here, forlorn guy. I don't know, I haven't noticed any areas that I think are like actually dark. Wharf was always pretty dark, Gutter's really dark. This spot of this area was always pretty dark. Where should I put my sign down in this area? In front of the fog gate, I guess?
Yeah, that would be the best spot.
What the hell even is it? I can't see, it's too dark. Ow. Where's my Mastodon Greatsword? Yeah, No, I don't remember Huntsman. Huntsman Cope, I think maybe was darker, but I don't think it was dark enough to need, like, a torch. Since that was just the beta area anyway. Technically, I never really use a torch for the one area in Dark Souls 1 that you need a torch. I just run through that area and ignore all the enemies.
What's that, Tomb of the Giants?
Yeah. Because the enemies in it have a really small aggro range compared to any other area in the game. And you basically have to get right next to them for them to actually come after you.
I mean, I usually end up getting the Sunlight Maggot anyway, so...
Yeah, so if you know like how to move around the area in the dark, you can easily just walk around everything. And since there's nothing in the area that's actually worth getting, I just do that. Yeah, that area with a randomizer would probably be screwy because I imagine that the randomizer isn't going to take into effect the shortened aggro ranges. But I got really bored of playing that. And mostly because of it, I got stuck in... If I'd got stuck anywhere other than Blighttown, I probably would have pushed through. But the fact that that's the area I got stuck in, I stopped wanting to even just boot up the game.
Yeah, because you had Seif stuck down there, right?
Yeah.
Fun.
And the only other area I could go was Catacombs, which had Gwyn. I could have maybe beaten Gwyn eventually. It would have taken a bunch of tries, but I could have maybe beaten him. I mean, dashing, I usually, like, unless I'm specifically co-oping with someone, I only ever summoned for bosses. And I usually did that just because I didn't feel like trying. Or, you know, I wanted whatever stupid item I got. I needed to summon for this boss when I was getting the Moonlight Greatsword, though. I could not beat this boss on new game with the bonfire aesthetic. I just kept getting blown up.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah. But I needed the Moonlight Greatsword so that I could be cool, because that weapon was absurdly broken when the game first came out. I think you're still allowed to crystal magic weapon it. You're just not allowed to magic infuse it. But yeah, it did only magic damage. You could magic infuse it so that its magic damage went up. And since it only did magic damage, it didn't lose anything for you doing that. And then you could crystal magic weapon it, which in this game, buffs mostly don't add damage. They add they increase the damage that's already there by a percentage. And since it only did magic damage already, that 50% magic damage increase was massive. That went longer than I thought it would. There were other weapons that had similar issues, like the Gravelord or whatever. Ultra Greatsword did only dark damage or mostly dark damage, and you could dark infuse it. And then you could dark weapon it. Uh-oh. Goodbye. Yeah, if I remember, buffs were they added 50 damage to the weapon of that element, and then they increased that by 35% or something. So buffs were stronger when used on a weapon which already dealt that damage type.
Yeah!
But the fun buff for me was hidden weapon, because I got the Dragon Rider halberd, turned it invisible, and then by the time people figured out I was using a halberd, I was one-shotting them by spinning it. Okay, now for the really fun part.
Were you gonna try to do the pig, or are we just gonna go to the gutter?
I'm doing the pig.
Okay.
So, your soul has grown stronger still. I only hope it brings you what you wish. Well... No interest.
I'll be around.
It's the engraved gauntlets that have the chance of doing the crit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
These weapons do not have the kind of reach I need. Stop dropping the trousers. Drop the rest of the peasant gear.
So when you get to the point where you have to fall off, does does the pig just follow you then, I guess?
Yeah. The pig has a really long act.
Okay. I'm gonna go
There's a
collect...
specific area you need to fall though, so that he doesn't like kill himself. Get stuck somewhere.
I'm gonna try to get the other items from around here.
Just in case you don't feel like doing it, Vice should totally get the pickaxe. And if he invades, give it so that I can have two. You already have it? Are you using it? Of course you are. What am I thinking? Of course. You would. You hate it? What? Impossible. It's a powerful weapon. The moveset itself would be fine if it was on a weapon with several times the reach that it has. Oh right, I forgot there's an illusory wall here before the prowling mages.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So I probably won't even get enough strength to be able to power stance things anyway. But I'd like to have the thing, you know, I'd like it to be on the table and not decided for me. The priestess outfit. Just done clearing the initial path for the pig. Sometimes the spiders just do not want to come down.
Gandalf, how do you get to that other bonfire?
There's a side path. Here, I'll show it on stream when I get to it. I'm close to it anyways.
Okay, hold on.
I just gotta kill these guys. Alright. There you go. You fall down this side path, and then there's a room with two mages in it and a ladder behind them.
Okay.
They actually made luring the pig a lot easier in Scholar because there were like 5 mages just standing around this area. It's annoying. Now there's only like these two. Oh, I'm at the arrows. Good thing I bought all these poison arrows. What's the pathway you take to get down? You have to fall down here? Or here? I don't think you can fall down here. I don't think the pig can make it. I think you have to go down here. It's been a little while since I've done this. Usually I wouldn't do it because the weapon's stupid. But I also feel like I should do it anyways because the weapon's stupid.
Sound logic.
And if I had two of them, the moveset only gets worse. I think I have to kill some of these guys. Sick. Now this is the classic Dark Souls 2 experience. Yeah, these guys probably won't follow me. Oh god, there were way more of these guys than I thought. He's hustling on over. You guys have such an awful run animation that it's actually the greatest run animation ever made.
The Falconer dudes.
Alright, I got two pigs, that's twice the opportunity. Pig. Ow. I think the reason why you use the baby pig instead is because the baby pig moves slower. So he doesn't beat you up. One of them threw themselves off a cliff.
Now we got a Zweihander from one of the spiders.
Yeah, they could just drop a bunch of random crap. I have no idea why. They haven't dropped anything. Did you need to do that, Pig?
What's that?
He broke like every bench on the way through the Prowling Mages.
Oh.
Awesome. I'm pretty sure it's this way that I have to go. No. Maybe? Yes? No? Can I go this way? I don't think so. What's up, Pig? Wait. Oh. Ow. Come on, Pig. There you go. No. Do not fall in. Dang it, I woke that guy up. Did my pig get lost? What's going on with pig? Huh. You got this. I believe in you. You idiot.
What happened?
He fell into the spiky rocks.
Oh.
Hey, come on, pig. Right here. Uh-oh. You take care of your business. Oh, God. Alright, he's figuring it out. What? The pig's come back to kill me after everything I've done for him. Alright. I've achieved full power.
You got the pickaxe?
Such a horrific move. I haven't continued that in a while because I've been passed out all day. I don't want to do it later in the day. Oh, Black Knight Ultra Greatsword. Dang, I have a terrible weapon now. Not the pickaxe, of course. This weapon's awesome. Crap, am I gonna die in this room? I think I'm gonna die because I'm using the pickaxe. Out of my way!
Alright, do you want me to try to do the pig too?
I mean, if you want to. You can do it whenever, though. It's not really important.
Okay, I'll do
Uh,
it. I'll do it later then.
anyways, since I have it. Where is it? Here's how they ruined the weapon. Doesn't have the heavy attacks it had before. Doesn't have the big upward swing when you or stab when you one-hand it. Doesn't have the golf swing, and then for whatever fucking reason it does fire damage.
However,
Oh wait, no, that's oh they got rid of that. Originally these did fire damage and scaled off of strength, dex, int, and faith, but they got rid of the. Oh no, I was looking at the right. Yeah. Okay. Not int, just faith. But yeah, they do fire damage now. That was a good idea. Alright. Where is... Also, I think you can't even... Or you can't buff the weapon either. Like, you can infuse it with something, but you can't use, like, any of the weapon buffs on it. Oh, I should level up, shouldn't I?
That'd be a good idea.
Let's get Vigor to 20. I think that's what I usually left it at.
there.
The,
What level are you now?
108.
Okay, I'm 111. So I've already got like 23 endurance. Is it worth putting more points into it?
Not really. I don't know. I mean, it scales up until 40, but I don't think I ever actually go that high.
Okay. Maybe I'll just get focus on Dex and Vigor now then.
Wait, whoops.
I also got my greatsword
Wrong hand.
my greatsword to plus 10, so woo!
Yeah, I should upgrade my weapons a bit further, but whatever, I'll do that later.
Okay, so the gutter next.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best area in the game.
I mean, you shouldn't bother with shields because it wouldn't matter if you had a huge weapon. You try blocking and you're getting one of these. Just gonna knock that shield out of the way and murder you.
God, this is gonna suck.
How so?
Well, you know.
Ooh, we're right at the tipping point with this. Now we're talking. This is the real me. Alright, you can put your sign there.
Okay. Need to re-equip my ring.
No, I'm pretty sure I can't. Ami would have to pick it up and then drop it for me. Though, I mean, Ami might do the pickaxe thing and give me. I can't imagine Ami will be bothered by giving me the pickaxe if he does do it.
I mean, if he ends up invading, then we can do that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll
Once
just...
he sees the pickaxe in action, any interest in the weapon he probably doesn't have is gonna go away. Dang, you're not wearing your cheese hat?
My cheese hat.
Yeah, the Czeldora cap. It just looks like a block of cheese.
I don't have it.
You should have gotten it from the dude after the Duke's Freya boss fight.
Czeldora?
Yeah.
Creighton's. I don't have it. Oh well. Don't matter. At least Vengarl's helmet looks pretty cool. It'll hold me over until I get a Smelter Demon.
I did not buy any anti-poison stuff. I am woefully unprepared for this.
Oh boy.
You know what? I might actually say, let me unsummon you and go visit Catland. Because, I'm gonna need at least a couple of those.
Alright, let me light a couple of these torches up here.
No, you're already gone. You're dead to me.
No!
I knew I was forgetting something.
I've got like... Let's see. I've got 2 monastery charms and 10 poison mosses.
Did you buy more in like Earthen Peak?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not do that. And you know, when I was visiting him to buy the stuff to get the axe from him, I just bought arrows when I should have bought moss.
You know, I'll buy a couple more as well.
But I mean, arrows are important. Okay. Well, I can buy 10, and that should be plenty unless everything sucks. Alright, he's gonna do it. He's gonna drop the helmet this time.
Okay, I'm coming back. Alright, signs down.
Okay. Wait. I forgot about this. This is so terrible.
You...
Look, this is the second heavy attack.
This is what you wanted!
You automatically turn around each heavy attack. Can you control it? No. There was a design philosophy for this weapon, and I don't think it makes sense. Jumping required ahead. No. We both went in completely different directions.
I thought you dropped down.
I didn't. Let me get over there. That's the area of the gutter that I never actually go to.
Oh.
But maybe there's like, I don't know, maybe in Scholar there's something here to justify it existing. Did you know there was nothing down here?
Amazing. So are those hand things supposed to be from the void or something?
I don't know. So we'll go with that. That's probably where they're from.
Oh, there's a treasure chest over
Oh,
here.
here we go. The precious booty that was the entire reason we came here. Ring of soul protection. So basically, nothing.
Oh,
Oh, and Melinda the Butcher. Where does she spawn in?
she was close.
Right
Oh, here
behind
she
you.
is. Goodbye. Think we gotta go back this way.
Yeah, we do. So basically, nothing. There was no reason to come over here.
Well, I mean, you get her sword.
Melinda's not even using the butcher knife. No, you don't get anything from her.
Don't you get the butcher knife for killing her?
No, you get the butcher knife for using the rotten soul, giving it to, I think, Gornifex, or maybe it's straight.
Oh.
One of them gives it to you, but yeah, she has nothing. I got a human effigy for her. Gotta light all of these for
Reasons.
whatever. They're there, they need to be lit. Alright, it's the weird flesh dogs. I almost got poisoned. Let me out. I would enjoy the gutter more if like there was any reason to explore it. Like it's an awkwardly designed place full of just falling through things.
Yeah.
And you can skip almost all of it by just going down as fast as you can. But there's no reason to try seeing what's here because there's nothing here. I've dug through this place and there's just nothing. Ow. Oh, there's one thing here and it's Havel's armor.
At least it's cool seeing the torches.
Yeah, that chest, black fire bombs.
At least it's neat seeing all the torches lit in, like, the distance. Oh. Another fire dude's coming after us. Yep, he's a-coming.
Whoop his ass. Can't stop.
Alright, I'm pretty sure that part in the middle there will collapse.
That was close. Probably. Did it collapse?
It sure did.
But I gotta see what cool loot I can get from this. I haven't explored this place in Scholar. Who knows what's here? None of the enemies here are even afraid of fire. I only have 2 hours and 50 minutes of fire left.
Oh, we'll never make it through
Wicked
here.
Eye, Great Shield.
Alright, so
Oh, this was a cool Great Shield. I really like. Okay, I guess the gutter's actually the best area because it has this, and this thing is cool.
Right, so it looks like we can get right to the fog gate there. If that's what you want to do.
A fog gate.
Or, yeah,
I'm
a
pretty sure
fog gate.
there's a lower down.
I hear dogs.
I believe if you put on the whispering ring, you can hear. Yeah, you can hear the like groaning sounds that happen when you're near someone that the whispering knowledge, but you can't actually talk to this thing.
Oh.
And it also doesn't care if you beat the hell out of it. So it has to die. Nice, poison moss. And more poison moss. And 3 more poison moss. We're in it now. And 20 poison arrows. I guess Gutter was full of treasure.
Guess so.
Oh, right, the fart is corrosive. My pickaxe is almost... It doesn't help that the pickaxe is like one of the worst durabilities in the game. Goodbye, pickaxe. You'll come back at a later date. You're not almost broken. Oh, dang. This guy...
Oh, oh, oh. Goodbye. I fell.
So here's the problem. I don't think I can get back to where you are.
Oh dear.
There's not really a way back up.
Do you have a homeward bone?
I do, but that's gonna respawn. Okay. You didn't use the ladders. That's all your fault.
More like I wasn't looking where I was going.
And you didn't put the ring on. Anyone could have summoned you. You're lucky that the only other person here is this guy.
Oh, did you summon me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I see items over there. Precious loot. Oh, I should have stayed at the bonfire to repair my pickaxe. I'm a fool. How do we get there?
Got
I
it.
need whatever that is.
Like that.
Oh, okay. Did I make it? I jumped the wrong way.
Oops.
It's fine. I wanted to repair my pickaxe. Whoops. Why do I keep screwing up this jump? Why am I stupid?
Did you die again?
seeing as you're alive, I'm not. I'll put my side down.
Okay.
There we go. Soul of a Nameless Soldier. Twinkling Titanite. Smooth and Silky Stone. It was all here, everything I needed. Fragrant Branch of Yore, this was the most important part of the entire game. Prisoners, well, that was strong.
Alright, just let me know when you're ready and I'll summon you.
There's just nothing down on this spot. This room just exists. Oh, the Dark Pyromancy. They wanted to, give you a reason to want to hollow. For some reason. Demon Souls had the swords that were like, did more damage if you were pure white or pure black tendency. And I think one did more damage the further you were a New Game Plus or something. I don't remember. Alright, I have a poison for a reason. You wanna go to the area that had the butcher?
Yeah, might as well.
Do you remember how to go over there?
Yeah,
Oh wait, it was like right over here.
yeah. Didn't have to go far.
Okay. I gotta obsessively light on the torches.
Yeah, me too.
Otherwise we'll get lost. Oh. Where'd you go?
I'm right here.
Oh, okay. Do it a life check.
Nice. Oh, right, the ladder's over here.
And is there anything on the second story?
There's a chest. I just saw it.
Dang, I didn't open that. How do you get that?
Uh,
I mean, you have to fall. I figured this out. You just gotta roll. Damn it.
oh jeez.
Is that all poison?
No, I fell.
Okay. Okay, there you go. You tell me what valuable item was in here, 'cause I didn't pick it up. Oh,
Goodbye.
I need to go back over here. That's a chance at the mimic hat.
Don't kill it!
I'm killing it. Vengeance. You stole my symbol of avarice, which was totally what dropped there. I'm gonna actually just run over there real quick and grab that.
Want me to summon you again?
Since, yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter now. I'll use an effigy. Oh, that was insane damage. That must have been counter damage. I died. Good thing I hadn't used the effigy yet, because I was gonna go get that chest. I'll just summon you and we can go get that chest together.
Okay.
We'll find.
Oh, you're gonna summon me?
Yeah. Every
Okay.
time, like, I say, yeah, I'll just test every chest. I get lazy and just don't. Okay, let me whip out the. There we go. Where's the sign? Since it's a mimic, it's probably just a piece of the Dark Knight armor. Or the Dark Wraith armor. Can't remember if they have something else on top of that. I think they do. Also, Vice hasn't even invaded us yet. What a jerk.
That's true.
I do not like the Ring of Soul Protection in this game because it looks like it should be the Poison Bite ring because it's green.
Alright, so we gonna go fight that mimic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't light a torch. Whatever. There's plenty of torches on the way. That was obscenely high damage. Stupid broken dark swords. Oh, dude, large titan. Your Gurmax is making my pickaxe damage look pathetic. Probably because it's more further upgraded, but also probably because it's a better weapon.
Probably. Oh, whoops.
You didn't even need to go.
No, I didn't.
Well, I'll kill the mimic and get back to you. I'll die to the mimic. I ran out of stamina at the crucial moment. I should have done a heavy attack instead of 2 light.
Dang.
That would have killed. Okay. Where's your summon sign?
Same spot.
We got it this time.
I hope Belinda will still spawn for me.
She should since you didn't kill her. Like, I died to that, you know, the area behind the locked door in Forest of the Giants?
Yeah.
The one that uses magic on you? I died to him like 3 times. Oh.
Alright, you ready? There we go.
What? It fell through the floor.
Uh-oh. Did you get your item?
Okay, thank God there was a... I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to get it.
Is it stuck
It's
in?
on the 2nd floor,
Oh.
which you can't get into.
It clipped into it?
It fell through the floor and fell into the 2nd floor.
Shit.
But, I mean, people have put red soap signs down there, so there has to be a way in there.
Oh, right down here? Oh, wait, no. Oh.
I ain't giving up on that. So how were they getting it?
Maybe back from here again? Is it on the ledge? Or inside?
No, it's in the middle of the room.
Hmm. Oh, I did it. I just kind of...
Alright.
I just kind of rolled while I was falling and I landed on it.
It'll take a couple tries, but let's see. How? Like, how?
Uh, I was just as far right as I could be, and then I was aiming towards the diagonally to the left, and then I just rolled as I was just before I fell.
Like, but actually doing it.
Yeah.
It's dumb. Stupid. Wonder if that's like an intentional thing that it does just to fuck with you.
I don't know. I'll see if I can do it again.
Can't do it. Crash.
Alright, let me see if I can do it. Oh, I didn't do it that time.
Ah,
You did it? What was your sick item?
lightning wing spear, but I also got the dark armor top. Go
Yay?
great with the dark leggings I got. Now I just need the mask, and I know exactly where that is. I really like what they did with the dark armor set, because it just looks like a Halloween costume in two.
Hmm.
The mask is just it just looks like a cheap skeleton mask.
I see.
Alright, this time easy. We make no mistakes. I made a
Gandalf.
mistake. He two-shot me. These guys do insane damage. The pickaxe was slower than his slow swing.
Do you want me to summon you?
Nah, I'll just use another. But yeah, I got a bunch anyways.
Okay.
I'm gonna switch back to the lance. This pickaxe is not pulling its weight.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
I'm sure if it was plus 10, it totally would.
Well, at least we got your mimic killed.
I'm gonna guess that that's actually like intentional and it's gonna fall that way when you do it too.
Potentially.
And they were just being assholes with that. You know, I keep just not putting on the. Oh no, I had the poison bite ring. It really makes no difference.
It doesn't, does it?
Single blast. Are you not able to invade me, Vice? Like, is my soul memory too low?
Oh,
Ah! Ah! I mean, I could totally pop a bunch of my consumable souls to up my soul memory real quick. I have not used any of them. Or I could slap on the covetous silver serpent.
Did they put an item on that horrible looking ledge over there? The one that has all those
What,
poison
that one?
shooters? Yeah.
Nah, but there's nothing over there. There's a torch right there, so maybe there's an item over there. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Oh, safe. Let me just. I was gonna destroy the statues before you can.
It's alright.
Oh, the bonfire's over. I think you can just like break one. Yeah. Basically, we went the back entrance through it for no reason.
Oh, isn't the fog gate like right above us, or was?
Yeah.
Oh, I am almost dead. I didn't realize.
Crap. I'm gonna have to come back here to get the items that were up there. I took the wrong ladder.
Oh, whoa! I'm not going. I'm not going down that one.
Oh, dude, the Great Club. Actually, are you able to get back up to the top from the bottom? I don't think you can. But maybe if you can, I can try to get the other items that were... Oh, maybe you can. This is one of the situations where they just kind of keep you from getting somewhere.
Oh, looks like we're back at the top.
Yeah. So that's the ladder I took. Did I take this? Oh, I didn't take this. That's how you get to this. That rotten pine resin was not worth it at all. I think that's anything.
There's an item
Where
in
was
this.
Savil's armor?
There's an item over here, I think. I could see it in this jar.
20 life gems, nice. Oh yeah, that stuff destroys your equipment.
Yeah, I stayed back.
I guess we didn't find where Havil's armor was. Shame, I don't want to wear that armor. Or maybe they moved it. They might have moved it. Oh, none of those spit.
It's time for the rotten.
Not yet. It's time for Black Gulch.
Oh. I think you can find
Where-
Lucatiel here somewhere.
Yeah, Lucatiel.
Oh, Forlorn. Sounds far away, though.
Oh, I see. He's getting spit at. His shit on. But I don't think he can get poisoned, which is totally not fair. Is that enough forlorns? Like, I can get the armor.
Probably.
I think that was at least 4. Yeah, so you thought ahead and you brought the appropriate weapon for this area. Ah. Whoa, hand. Ah! I was trying to break statues. I didn't know these guys were already partying. What did I just do? They get the shuttle? I think so. Oh. Alright, the big worm. Schmidt saved the day. Alright, Schmidt, kill that worm. He's not doing anything.
No, no, he's not.
Suck, Schmidt. He's trying to shoot one of the dudes in the oil.
Oh, jeez. There's 2 of them.
They're flexing on us. Schmidt, take him down.
Go get him.
Damn it, Schmidt. They each have 1/2 of the Oreo and Reese's shield. Oh god. Oh right. You can set these on fire if you roll through them with a torch.
Oh. Alright, there's a chest here that may be a mimic, maybe? It could just be a
Oh, you
regular.
can hit it and find out. Ooh, these guys can drop Titanite shots?
No, it didn't react.
Oh, this is the fucked up chest. Can you break that so that I don't break the chest?
There we go.
Okay. Divine blessing. Oh. Set fires everywhere. Well, at least these guys drop large titanite shards in chunks.
Is there a bonfire that way?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, and there's also, that's where we summon the... I don't even hear you talk. I don't remember where she hangs out, which I think I've already failed their quest line, so she's nowhere for me. Alright, one last horrible, awful thing. Where is it? This is it? I don't trust that. That looks about right. Nah, it's over.
Oh yeah, this is for the giant later, right? Or this memory of a giant or something?
Oh, right, we don't have the fucking key. Wait. Without the key, there's no way back. Oh, no. There we go. Right. You don't need a key for this part. Maybe need a shield for here.
Oh Jesus.
Maybe need a shield. Yeah. Let's whip one of those out. Oh, I have an idea. They're not getting closer, are they? Okay, so run through them. Ow. And then in the back, there's a room they can't get into. And Schmidt, who has not followed us because he's an idiot, still have not followed us. I'm gonna unsummon him. He is worthless. Alright. Here's the pro gamer way you deal with this situation. Ow.
Well, he's poisoned.
Okay. Now we just gotta poison the other. This room is probably one of the most fucked up spots in the entire game, and I can't believe they didn't address it at all. They just left this area exactly the same. Like, I don't know how you're supposed to fight these things.
But once they're dead, they're gone for good, right?
Yeah, they don't respond.
Okay, that one's gonna die.
I don't think you have to kill them with summons, you just have to kill them, and the more giants you kill, the more damage you do to Vendrick. Who I'm not gonna fight anyway, so... Or most likely not. He's... really just awful boss. Walk away from me. Oh, more giants spawn? Crap. Well, I got plenty of poison arrows. Before we do this with Ami, I might go buy more.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea.
I mean, I'd be fine with fighting it this if there was like only one, but even just two of these is just too much. At least this isn't Dark Souls 1 poison. Alright, we got the Forgotten Key and Soul of a Giant.
Nice.
I don't remember what the Forgotten Key does. Does it open that door that was up there? I don't think. Is there anything else in this room?
There was death for me.
Okay. You just walk down the hall.
Yeah. Alright, I guess you're gonna have to warp back to me so I can do my part now.
Yeah. Guess this will just break if I jump into it. But now I'm just annoyed that I can't angle it right. I'll show you. Schmidt is getting his ass beat by poison statues. Took way too many tries. Silver talisman. Also, I could have walked around this way. Alright, Schmidt, you have to go away. I'm gonna do that thing I said I was gonna do actually, and go buy
Okay, I'm collecting those.
poisonous.
I'm collecting those items from this at the start anyway.
Alright, don't you have to go collect your souls?
What?
From dying to the mimic?
Oh. I forgot. I died anyway making the jump, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, I was tempted to spend all these souls on 963 poison. What's your soul memory at? Okay, mine's still way lower than yours. I'm gonna keep using the silver circle.
1,100,000.
Okay, he's guys will not drop. Hey. What? He lived? Pickaxe is trash. I didn't want the gloves. I want the helmet. Alright, back to Gutter.
Alright, hold on. I'm still in this new area, so I'll homeward bone in a moment. Oh, there's a locked door over here. Okay. Okay, gonna homeward bone.
Look, even after the changes, I'm pretty sure dark damage is so stupid that it won't matter. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this has really good dark resistance compared to most things. Are you going to the mimic?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we probably should kill these guys in case we have to go through the... I mean, we probably will have to go through that hole.
Yeah.
Got it. The shove is definitely what I was trying to do.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah. Did it fall through?
It sure did.
It's intentional. Ooh.
Got it.
But luckily we mastered doing it.
Yep. Hi, Melinda.
What weapon is she using? Just a normal great axe. She ain't a real butcher. I mean, the one in Demon Souls was an execution, so it made sense that she used it. She used the cool, unique axe. Alright, did you want any of the items that were over here? I guess it's too late now, we can't get back up there.
What, you mean jumping across the gap?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or did you already get those?
I did that before I homeward boned.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. These guys cannot be staggered in any way. No matter
Really?
how many times you hit them. They just keep coming. I don't think this is Vice. No, this might be Vice because he said he wanted to do a hex. This is Vice. Fuck you, Vice. Oh, he might be dropping the pickaxe. Alright. I am allowed to pick it up. Alright.
Alright, just watch out for the floor.
Crap. I don't have my other lance equipped. That was a lot of damage real fast. Dang. He cheated. If I had both my lances ready, would have been done. Be giving you one of these. Oh, I need to put the ring on. I don't have the strength to do this yet, but Wait, what? Isn't this? I thought the strength requirement was higher. Oh, it's go time. We've achieved maximum power, except I haven't upgraded it yet. But when I do, ooh. Out of my way, the king is coming through.
Are you happy now?
This is even worse. Wait, what? Hello?
I fell.
Okay, well, I gotta go do something real quick anyways. Crap, who sells large titan? When does his stupid daughter show up here? I think I have to buy enough from her for her to do that.
You never got her to come back to Majula?
I talked to her and she didn't.
She says that
Hey.
she'll come back once you talk to her enough.
I'm pretty sure I did talk to her until she was repeating herself. Well, I'm gonna go grab her then because I need large titan. Yeah, I got the no crank thing. Oh, she doesn't sell large titanite anyway.
I think that's after Drangleic Castle, Gandalf.
Bomber. Oh, alright. Does anyone sell chunks ever? I really don't want to have to find titan. You can buy 10 after you get the king's ring. But I guess that's it. Okay. You stink, Sarp. Alright, sun's down. Huh. The enemy died. Souls left him, but he is not dead, and I can no longer kill him or hit him. Okay then. Those statues were whooping your ass. Wait, I was still in the equipment. Oh, I went around this way, so I guess you'll have to come back here if you want the. You guys can fly? I got fucked up.
Oh boy, want me
A
to?
bug just flew at me, and well, you're right next to the second bonfire. I'll just teleport. The bug it's protecting that big fat one just flew at me and smacked me once, and I fell off a cliff.
Okay, I got my. I'm by the other bonfire.
Ivory's the second DLC, right? Vice? Or was it the third one? Yeah, this is the third one. Yeah, okay. We can summon you for that one. That's a cool box. This is a cool area. Oh, right, I need to put the big. Honestly, the Ivory Crown DLC might be the best one of like all of the games. I didn't have my mic muted. What happened?
I'm really good at falling.
Uh, well, you know, stop falling. I can't remember how you get to that ladder. Oh. Yeah, Vice was nice enough to give me his pickaxe.
That's good.
Even though, you know, I'm sure he really wanted it. There's a bonfire. Trying to remember where Lucatil actually is in this area. I can see him. Can't. Dang. Yeah. Wait, he's still alive? Ah. Schmidt! It's not gonna do anything again. Alright, I'm removing this stupid poison ring. It does not help at all. Check this out. Fucked him up. Yeah, Vice is gonna restart, get a pickaxe, and then duplicate it. Oh, right, these guys. How did none of that hit? Get him, Schmidt! Whoop his ass! Schmidt was doing it. He was getting them. Like, only valuable thing does is it shows you where these things are. But you can see them anyways before you get to them, so... Where are you going?
I gotta relight my torch.
Oh, okay. Schmidt, what are you doing? Fucking lone hunter, Schmidt. You're like lone hunter shit. Crap. Well, for starters, Vice, I prefer the sword to the scimitar anyways. And I prefer the power stance sword to power stance curved sword. Also, if you're gonna use the red rust stuff, you gotta power stance. Those are the rules. Okay. You going to the other bonfire?
Yeah.
Uh, is Lucatiel standing up there? Because I don't think that's where you're supposed to go to talk to her anyways. I can't remember where.
I haven't seen her at all.
This area just leads to this chest. She's near the beginning, but I don't know. Wait, isn't there another area you can drop down onto and that leads to her? Maybe. Do you remember where she is, Vice? You would know, right? I'll look it up.
He's looking for. We're looking for Lucatiel.
From the first bonfire in Black Gold, stick close to the edge before the first tar pools. There's a ledge you can drop down to. Do you see the ledge? Ah, there it is. Okay. Goodbye. I'm gonna go see if I can talk to her, and then I'll just go to the second bonfire in Gulch. It's not a big deal if I can't talk to her because I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna finish her quest. So. Yeah, she isn't down here for me. Are you gonna go see if you can talk to her and then go to the
Yeah.
bonfire, or are you gonna summon me first?
I'm gonna go see if I can find her.
Or I guess since I'm alive, I'll summon you. Then we can do the rotten, and then we can do the giant cave with you, and then the rotten.
You,
Summon Lucatiel
my
after,
thoughts.
because
Oh,
you have to
very
clear out all the poison statues or she
Gandalf.
dies on the way to the boss.
What is this curse? The question rings in my mind, but I haven't the focus to answer it. Loss frightens me no end. Loss of memory, loss of self. If I were told that by killing you I would be freed of this curse, then I would draw my sword without hesitation. I don't want to die. I want to exist. I would sacrifice anything. Anything at all for this. It shames
Okay.
me.
I'm waiting for your
The
sign.
truth. Sometimes I feel obsessed with this insignificant thing called self. Even so, I am compelled to preserve it. Am I wrong to feel so? Surely you do the same, my sheaves. Maybe we're all cursed from the moment we're born. Sometimes I feel upset, even, am I wrong? Maybe from the moment we're born.
The mellow's the one you can get for killing, or for buying a lot from Gilligan, right? The really pretty one with all the gems. You could get two of them though if you buy enough from them and kill them, get both, and then power stance them as the richest dude ever. I'll have to nab that by buying crap from Gilligan.
Okay, my sign's
And then
down.
killing him, because look, power stancing is the mechanic of this game. And you look cool while doing it. Plus, the power stance moveset for curse swords isn't bad, right? Do I even have another? I got this stupid thing. That's the sword. Plus, with two curved swords, you can like quick swap to not power stancing, right? And then have a parry. Nothing's ever good enough for Vice. Alright, he doesn't take damage from walking over the fire. He cheats. See that sick 87 damage? That's pickaxe power from not hitting the sweet spot. Yeah, you gotta get away from him for that. That charges up a little too fast. Hey, hard boss. Alright, now I can get the butcher's knife.
So if I want to summon Lucatiel, do you know where she'd be?
She's right next to the second bonfire, but you kind of want to get rid of all the poison things first, and then go back and get her. She'll get poisoned and just be dying the whole fight. Do these just activate on getting all the... No, because we haven't gotten all of them. Oh, this is... I may have entered first DLC. Get me out of here. Alright. Goodbye. What do you get for New Game Plusing the run? Okay, my sign's down. So what is that? Like, does it make it? It's always not. Oh, it's how you get the Crypt Black Sword. Okay. Or a spell that's probably not good. Is there a sign here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get rid of those poison things first. Oh, never mind. Oh, you already did it. Alright. Yeah, I know Moonlight Greatsword is from doing Freya. And I think you could get Sunlight Spear for doing Old Iron King New Game Plus. As if anyone would ever want that.
Alright, so this giant thing behind the bonfire is for the DLC, right?
Yeah. How much do you gotta buy from Gilligan to let him think you're cool? Here, I'll just buy the thief, so that should be enough, right?
Proceed, bearer of the curse. It is the only choice left to you.
Oh, I already bought the ladders.
Well, you see that black? Is he? He's the but no injury.
I'm glad to see you. It was a perilous life. Be safe.
I will always be here. You may not be if may you.
I mean, I bought the ladder already. So, what's the deal?
Thanks.
Is there any real reason to buy the ladder since we've already been down there?
No, not anymore. At least I don't think so. There might be an item that you can't get without one of the ladders that you can't like fall down onto, but I don't think so.
Are you sure?
Oh, you do have the time. Are you going to... Those four who have grown, they must have sprouted. For heaven's sake. Imagine, yes, for you have a most... Nothing. Well, that's just...
Have to die now, Gilligan. See, he's doing it. Oh, jeez, he's a god.
Bearer of
See, Gilligan knows what's up. Because the stupid ladder is tied to the pickup, I can't pick up the scimitar. Because I already have the ladder. Okay. You can just get rid of it. That was gonna upset me. Even if I never end up using it.
bear, lest this
I must have picked up the one I had just dropped. Okay. There we go. Took me a good dozen tries, but cool. But I think now it's a good time to stop. But I'm gonna do one thing first.
Yeah, because next we gotta go through Iron Keep, right?
Yeah. No, Sparty. Oh wait, this is the wrong way. Yeah, this attack was really good in every Souls game. I think it has a bigger hitbox in this game though. Funny thing is though, I'm probably not going to use this. I wanted to go back to things betwixt. Since I got a bunch of petrified crap, I should give them to the crow. Daggers have a cool power stance moveset. Shame that they exist as a weapon that should not be used. I think these just use the same basic idea as, yeah, spears, all thrusting weapons. I don't have enough to power stances. I forgot to drop the ladder down. Is this the one that leads to the crow?
At least now I don't have to worry about doing the whole pig escort thing.
Unless you wanna. It's something everyone should have to experience just once.
What, so I can give it to you so you can master the 3 pickaxe style?
I'm probably not using the pickaxes anymore. They're maybe a little bit bad.
After all that boasting you did about, oh yeah, I'm gonna dual wield the pickaxes.
I'll whip it out occasionally. If you hit an enemy actually close to them, all of a sudden you do 0 damage. The running attack for fist weapons in this game is not as good as it was every other.
Oh, what level did you get to?
I haven't leveled up yet. I went to the crow.
Okay, I'm at 114 now.
Trash, cool. More trash.